Get the back! I'm standing here. I'm not doing it. Back up! Back up! Back up! Touch me, Jeff, not you. Say again? That's last week. It's not too late. Stop embracing Satan. Satan is not people are cussing. You people are cussing. Hey, how come your face is covered? Guys, do not obey unlawful orders. We have constitutional rights. Hey, that's not right.
So it's fine. Actually, the girls are more fun, so I'm going to be friends from there.
Hey, welcome to Boomer vs. X. Come one, come all. Live free or die. You wanted the best? Well, now you got the best. Hey, Boomer, how you doing, you old bastard?
You're gonna get something. Got something, man. I don't know what you want. You got something. You're gonna get something.
Hey, welcome back. You're gonna get what she can't give you.
Welcome back to all the new subscribers, all the subscribers that keep coming back. Keep trooping out there. You're just like those ICE protesters. You keep coming back. In the middle of the night, they just keep going. I don't know where you're going, but you're going. Now, like and subscribe, man. Just press that subscribe button. Just like an ICE protester, man.
Wanted to thank a new subscriber by the name of Pagel138. Thank you very much, Pagel.
All right, Pagel. Bagle.
Bagle away. Yes, sir. We appreciate it, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Or darling, whatever you may be, Pagel. We don't discriminate.
Yes.
Man, woman, it, them, they, she, he, we, whatever you may be, we welcome you.
We're just like Ketanji Brown Jackson. Confused.
Yeah, we don't know what you are. And that's okay.
Yeah, we don't care.
Anyways, how you doing, man? You doing good?
Well, I'm glad I'm not in Minneapolis.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. The world has gone to... Actually, I like the way the world's going right now. We have an armed force going around and getting people who are here illegally and forcibly removing from the country. I think things are going great.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
It's like my childhood. La migra.
Yeah, I don't get it. When I was a kid in the 80s, let me tell you something. So we've been getting some comments. ICE isn't a real organization. They were formed in 2003. All kinds of malarkey. Mm-hmm. I just said malarkey. Mm-hmm. And listen, immigration enforcement has been a thing for over 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid in the 80s, you had immigration, and they wore green uniforms. They drove around in patrol cars. They were either patrol cars or vans, and they were white with a green stripe. And they went around and they grabbed primarily Mexicans and got them out of the country.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And it was primarily Mexicans because, let's face it, Mexico's right next door. Back in those days, if you walked by a construction company, you saw Americans. You saw white men. You saw Mexicans, blacks. You saw a diverse group of Americans. And nowadays, you walk by a construction company, and all you see are 4-foot Hispanic men talking like Jawas.
You know, they would complain of the ICE raids and everything, but it wasn't like this. This is at another level. This is organized. And also, this type of protest started at Prop 187. Prop 187 was a proposition in California that we voted for and it passed to strip
Yeah.
illegal aliens of all benefits. That's when they started to get mad. All the Latinos started to get mad and all the liberals started to get mad. But they protested down the street, but not like this. This is different.
Oh, man, I remember back then when that proposition was around, I was in my senior year of high school. My mother, I grew up in a Democratic household because I had a single mother. I had 2 sisters. I grew up in California, so I grew up in a Democratic household, a liberal leftist household.
Mm-hmm.
And my mother got herself a personalized license plate that said no on 187.
Mm-hmm.
It was the most embarrassing effing thing. I would need the car. She'd say to me, just take the car. And I would say, no,
Yeah.
I'm walking. I don't want to use your car. It was awful.
Yeah. What? It passed in liberal California. It passed.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? How far California has fallen.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm torn between the fact that California is rigged, but at the same time, there are a lot of liberals here, and they're nuts, man. Their houses will burn down, and they'll just keep voting Democrat.
Yes, they will. They will.
Their children will get graped with the letter G. Their children will get graped and deleted, and they'll just keep voting Democrat, man. They just, please, master, give me more.
Well, it's the battle between the two personality types that I've told you before. The Democratic Party saw humanity and compassion and sympathy with the slave owner.
Yeah.
The Republican Party in Lincoln saw compassion and empathy with the slave. It's 2 different views of the world, 2 different understandings of human nature, and 2 different expressions of that human nature. And we're always fighting each other. It's constant. It's a never-ending war, Tim Pool.
Let's look at some more savages, okay?
All right.
Another wild scene.
Wow.
So that, my friend, is called domestic terrorism.
Yes.
Domestic terrorism is when you have somebody who's committing criminal acts that could injure or fatally delete one of their fellow citizens in their own country. That is a definition. That is my definition of domestic terrorism.
I think that's also the FBI's definition of domestic terrorism.
You
Look it
think?
up. Yeah.
No, I'm not looking it up. I'm doing a show right now.
Out of Minnesota, new video appears to show anti-ICE protesters throwing fireworks at federal agents in Minneapolis last night. Demonstrations in the Twin Cities are intensifying, with officials reporting dozens of arrests since Friday. The cities and state filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration yesterday, calling the recent surge of immigration agents a federal invasion.
God, look at her, man. She is smoking hot.
Yes, Fox News. They're female reporters. They doll themselves up.
Oh my
They're no slouches.
God. Jeez, man. There's nothing worse than watching the news and seeing a quiet piggy doing the news. When I was a kid, every news reporter,
was cute.
You always had the Connie Chungs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But for the most part, every news reporter was like a fantasy.
The hair was all
Look at her. Look at her jewelry, man.
Yeah.
I don't know if that crucifix, like, that makes me uncomfortable as a Christian.
The power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels you, my friend. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Those are fireworks, man. Those are bombs. Those are explosions. Those are rip your hand off or your leg off.
Right.
Take a big chunk out of it. They're going for the kill. These guys. These guys aren't protesting. They're there to maim. They're there to hurt, injure. That's not a protest. That's mayhem. That's domestic terrorism.
And so what the Democrats are doing is that they're continuing to do what they've always done. And that's to strip law enforcement of their abilities. This is something that Democrats have always done because blue state governors love chaos.
Yes, they
They
do.
love to burn it down.
Yeah, that was the mantra of my childhood. Tear it down, burn it down, shut it down.
So let's look at a new law that was a story about 4 years ago. About 4 years ago in California, they got rid of rubber bullets. So cops can no longer use rubber bullets in California. Let's check this out, my friends.
The changes come in response to chaotic scenes from protests following the death of George Floyd in Minnesota.
Hi, I'm Robert Lewis, Justice Reporter for Cal Matters. Here's what the new laws mean.
Beginning in 2022, police are now barred from using projectiles.
That was Cal Lewis, Justice Reporter.
Yeah, no peace, no justice. Yeah, right. Justice only for the criminal.
Yeah, he's and if you notice, he's very like gentle and soft looking. But man, that guy, he'll throw. Well, I'm not gonna say that. I don't want to get sued.
No.
But people like that, they seem harmless, but apparently they'll throw .46 of dynamite at you.
Yep.
Weapons like rubber bullets and tear gas at demonstrations, unless it's to bring a life-threatening situation under control. Law enforcement agencies are also going to need to publicly report the use of so-called less lethal weapons. That should cut down on images of protesters choking on gas, bleeding after being hit with projectiles. Speaking of images, another new law prevents police from assaulting or interfering with reporters covering protests. That follows a number of incidents last year in which reporters were forcefully arrested while on the job. For Cal Matters, I'm Robert
in the
Lewis.
middle of a riot. You go to a riot. You don't go to a birthday party or a quinceañera. You went to a riot, and you don't expect to get hit by a rubber bullet, by a brick, by a beer bottle, by something, a car.
Let's look at the context. If I'm a reporter, you do realize you have to keep a safe distance. You have to make sure that you're not in the middle of a lynch mob. As a reporter, you're going to take chances, but the fact of the matter is they're not adding context to this. There are a lot of reporters where you talk to them and you ask them, hey, look, man, you were in the middle of a lynch mob, and they're going to say, but I had to get that perfect shot. I had to get that Pulitzer Prize winning shot. That's fine, but you're taking a risk and you might get arrested.
You've got a brick in one hand, a Molotov cocktail in the other hand. You got to stick a dynamite in your pocket, and you're worried about rubber bullets? It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. You're bashing the cops with a brick. You're lighting the courthouse on fire with the Molotov cocktail. But you don't use a rubber bullet on my head. No, okay. You notice the language unless? They always have to include the unless and the but. Unless the courthouse is being burned with me alive as a mayor. Oh, you got to save my ass. Yeah. Right.
And it creates a miasma of uncertainty. For example, if you're a law enforcement officer and you have your rifle with a rubber bullet and you got some people with sticks and bats and Molotov cocktails and .46 of dynamite coming at you, you have to stop and say, if I pull this trigger, am I going to prison? Am I going to lose my job? Is this a life-threatening situation? Is it? And you better make sure it is. Right. Well, according to the DOJ 1-16200, that's up to the police officer. The perception of danger.
Because they didn't specify it. They didn't clarify it. They didn't say a life-threatening situation is this, and this. They didn't do that.
Right.
They left it up to the police officer, and the police officer is there thinking, if I fire that rubber bullet on that guy with the Molotov cocktail, am I going to be the next Derek Chauvin?
Right.
So what do? You do nothing. It's all about
That's right.
It's all about hamstringing and second guessing the police officer so that they'll do nothing. Look at the cops in Minneapolis. They're nowhere to be found. Nowhere. It's empty. It's a lawless town.
which is why you have the chaos, mayhem, and destruction. Now, we're talking about risk at a protest. Let's check this out.
Federal agents approach protesters during a Friday night rally in Santa Ana. Grab someone holding a loudspeaker and pull him away as other protesters move up, including one wearing a dark shirt who doubles over. The other protester wearing a white shirt struggles with officers.
Okay, I want you to notice something.
Yeah.
Okay, this gentleman is getting arrested, or gentlewoman, whatever this
Whatever it
may
is.
be. Yeah.
Okay.
This is the person who gets shot in a black top with the white megaphone.
Yes.
If this person had just stayed put, they would have their eyesight.
If he had just
right
stayed
now.
home.
Well, yeah, I mean, they weren't doing that. But the person was standing there. They were engaged in a conversation with someone. The buddy gets arrested, and the person interjects himself and proceeds to impede the arrest, interfere with the arrest. If they had just stayed put and watched, they wouldn't have lost their vision for life. Think about that. This person will be blind forever. They still have one eye, but they lost the vision in their left eye forever. Let's...
It's the shooting death of Renee Good in Minnesota. That Friday night in Santa Ana turned violent. Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez live in downtown Santa Ana.
This is the aftermath. Look at that.
Hey, don't go to riots. Don't fight with people. Don't fight with cops with guns and rubber bullets. Simple.
This person had their orbital broken in multiple places, and their eyeball was eviscerated.
Now, if he had been a California cop and not a federal agent, a federal policeman, what would he have done? He would have frozen. He would have stood there. Do I? Don't I? What do I do? He would have let that punk get in his face and punch him in the face. How you stop law enforcement legally tying them up in the law? It's very devious and very clever.
Yes, it is. So people are getting hurt. People are losing their eyesight. Blame the local politicians because they're the ones telling the local law enforcement to not do anything. Tim Walz had every opportunity to avoid this chaos. Tom Holman said to all the blue governors, cooperate with us. Help us. Let us go into your prisons. Let us come and take these people. Assist us. And they said no.
Tim Walz, Pritzker in Illinois, Hochul in New York, Gavin Newsom in California, Jacob Fry in Minneapolis, Karen Bass in Los Angeles, Mamdani now in New York. They all have the opportunity to cooperate with the federal government, but they don't. The language they're using reminds me of the language that I remember as a child from George Wallace and that governor of Mississippi, Faubus, I think was his name. The federal government is instituting the Civil Rights Act and sending colored kids to our school against the states' rights. The government needs to get out of here. We don't want you here. It's the same language. They're overstepping the... Go ahead, do it.
We demand our right to pick cotton. I mean, to let them pick our cotton.
It's exactly the same language. Get out of here. The state rights are overreaching. We don't want you here. Just suppose a speech from George Wallace and Tim Walz and Jacob Fry. It's the same guy. And what are they? Democrat.
Listen, the modern day Democrat, they have people that clean their houses. They're usually Mexican ladies. And they don't want to lose that. They demand their right to have poor people watch their kids, raise their kids, clean their houses. And it's very much like the old Democrat demanding that they keep their slaves to pick their cotton. Really not much has changed.
People today don't know. They see those old black and white videos, films, people complaining about segregation, school busing, and all that stuff, and they beat up the black kids at the lunch counter. They don't realize those are Democrats doing that. That's your party that did that.
I don't like that stuff, those old black and white footages of people getting sprayed with water hoses. I don't like movies that depicting slavery. I just think it festers a lot of resentment, anger, and hate.
It's part of the Democratic Party's history. You can't ignore it.
No, but
you know,
one time I was in high school and the history teacher was playing that footage of the civil rights movement, black people being sprayed with water hoses, and this black girl next to me goes, makes me want to effing kill a white person. So, yeah.
Democrat. You know?
They leave the fact that they were Democrats out of the lesson. So, cops are being put in a position where abilities are being stripped away. Let's look at Starfleet Commander Ayanna Presley.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in defense of communities across America terrorized by the dangerous, rogue, and violent actions perpetrated by ICE agents.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen videos of ICE shooting and killing Renee Good, a poet and mother who was unarmed and trying to drive away. Following her death at the hands of law enforcement, Republicans rushed to...
She was a poet and didn't know it. Oh! Sorry, everybody. Oh, by the way, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that alert button.
Yeah.
Deny the truth and smear the victim, a playbook that has been employed frequently, especially against the Black community. Now, the White House is claiming the ICE agents have immunity from lawsuits. Enough. That's why I've reintroduced my bill to end qualified immunity, to hold federal agents accountable for breaking the law and killing our neighbors. This bill is for Renee Good and so many others, like Keith Porter, a proud girl dad who was killed by an ICE agent in Los Angeles, and Mean Copeland from Chicago, who died in ICE custody after living in the United States for 30 years. This bill is for every person in America, citizen or not, to know that when ICE agents break the law, they should be held accountable. For the families of these victims, Congress must end qualified immunity.
Yeah,
so
end qualified immunity for cops, but not for her.
Let's do this. I have an idea. How about if we take Governor Newsom, we take Hochul, and we take away their governmental immunity? Because at this, do you remember that movie Lethal Weapon 2?
Yeah.
All right. There's a scene at the end where the bad guy shoots one of the characters. He stands there and he goes, "No, no, no, you can't do anything. I have diplomatic immunity."
Yeah, I remember that.
He shoots Riggs and
oh, yeah, that's right.
And his partner, kind of turns his head and shoots him and does away with him. But that's what we need to do. We need to take away their immunity because they keep shoving the immunity in their face and saying, you can't touch me. If you take away their governmental immunity, then when a homeless person stabs you in the neck when you're on the subway, guess what? Governor Newsom is accountable.
Yes. The reason they talk tough, Jacob Frey, the mayor of Minneapolis, and Gavin Newsom talks tough, oh yeah, bring it on, Trump, it's because they have absolute legislative immunity. Absolute. You cannot sue them at all. They're completely protected, untouchable. Yeah. Ayanna Presley has congressional immunity for her free speech. It's called free speech immunity for Congress. That's why they can take all that shit and pass all those stupid laws, and you can't touch them. But take away the qualified immunity from the people who actually do dangerous work?
That's crazy.
They got nothing, no skin in the game. Put up or shut up. Let me take away your immunity first.
Think about Lincoln Riley. Why did the governor allow a situation where an illegal alien was in that state? That governor should be held accountable.
But he can't.
Lincoln Riley is dead because you allowed chaos in the state. She would be alive if he just wasn't there to murder her. Make him accountable.
All the politicians that voted for sanctuary cities and states that are protecting criminals, that's not your job as a politician. Your job as a politician is there to keep the public safe, to provide public services safely. That's not what you were elected for. But I can't sue you. if an illegal alien does away with my family. You cannot be touched. But I can sue the cop who responded to save my life. I can sue him.
At this point, we can even put him in jail because 7 months ago there's a new bill that they're thinking about passing through called Officer Created Jeopardy. Let's take a look at this.
Andy, an expert for the state, called it officer-created jeopardy. Now, under his definition, that's when police take risks without justification that make use of force more likely, and they become criminally responsible when it results in death. It's a concept drawing controversy nationwide, but the prosecution said it applied to Schur. In reviewing body cam footage from the shooting, law professor and former officer Seth Stoughton said Schur was correct in pulling over Lyoya initially. But once Lyoya began to run, he claimed Schur made several unreasonable errors. Stoughton said he should have checked Lyoya's car for other passengers before chasing him. He said he shouldn't have used his taser at close range and should have given a warning before shooting his gun. For Stoughton,
You should have done this. You should have done that. How could you have? Why weren't you thinking? Get out of here, man. This guy is dealing with a total stranger. You don't know what he's capable of. You don't know if he has a weapon. You're an attorney. You do paperwork. You do administration work. You haven't a clue regarding law enforcement. That guy probably has never put his life on the line to save another human being.
And this has been going on for a long time, and they're trying to do this with the ICE agent. Well, he stepped in front of the car. Officer created jeopardy. He stepped in front of the car.
The one thing people don't understand with the Renee Good case is, okay, let's say for argument's sake, let's just concede the fact that he wasn't directly in front of the car. He was, and he did get hit, but let's just concede all that. She resisted arrest. She was in a multi-ton vehicle, and she hit the gas. It's not just the officer's safety that's in jeopardy. It's the community, the public. You can't guarantee that she's not going to hit a woman crossing the street with her twins in a stroller 20, 50 feet away. No, she needs to be stopped. She's a criminal at that point. She's being detained. They want to arrest her, and she's fleeing the scene in a multi-ton vehicle. That's a risk to not only the officer, but the public. Let's continue. Look at this poor guy. Mm-hmm. He's like, am I going to go to jail? Oh, my God.
Schur's claim of self-defense.
Regardless of what happens after, an officer can use a poor tactic that is officer-created jeopardy that creates an unavoidable and unjustified risk.
But Schur's defense lawyer fought to exclude that evidence before the trial. Matthew Borgula said in a press conference he feared the repercussions it could have for future officer-involved cases and whether they would be afraid to use force when necessary.
This officer-created jeopardy is incredibly dangerous, not only for police officers who are asked to put themselves in dangerous positions, but for the community.
Criminal defense lawyer Randall Levine's.
Yeah, they're not going to want to do their job. And they're going to be afraid to. Yeah, and that's the whole point, isn't it?
Don't defund the police, declaw the police. That's the point. Become a police officer, but just stand on the street corner looking with your hands up to your side.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. This is a continuation of the provocation rule that the Ninth Circuit ruled back in 2010 or 12 or whenever that was. And the minute that ruling came down, oh boy, did they ever use it on my department. You break up a fight, go into a riot, you break up this, you break up that, and the first things out of the supervisor's mouth, what did you do to provoke him? What did you do to upset this guy? Why did he punch you in the face? Because you did something to him. You deserved it. You did something. And finally the Supreme Court overturned it, but it's the same thing. You put yourself in jeopardy, you did something.
And how many cops...
Go ahead.
Go ahead. How many
it's exactly the same thing.
Go ahead.
In fact, I used to talk to the gangsters all the time. All the time they would tell me. They would say, the 10-year-old girl got shot in the head by a drive-by. You shot her. You didn't mean to. And you know what they would say? She was in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. You shot the clerk at the 7-Eleven. That guy shouldn't have been there.
All right.
Well, it's not my fault. Wrong place, wrong time, all right?
And how many cops lose their pension? How many cops lose their job? How many cops end up in jail until the Supreme Court fixes it?
Well,
we don't know. Well, check this out. Another Renee Nicole Good situation that happened a few days ago.
Troopers, catch his plates. Come out of the car. Come out of the car. Come out of the car. Open the window. Go. He's in proceedings. He's good to go. Let me get my plate. Lower the window.
Watch out behind you. Watch out. Holy. Watch out in front of you. Watch out in front.
What tactics are they supposed to use? It's a car. How do you stop a car? What tactics are you supposed to use?
And if you notice, the agent has his hand on his gun, as he should. You don't know if all of a sudden bullets are going to start flying out of this car. He has no clue.
According to Plumhoff v. Ricard decision, they have every right to shoot to kill, to stop the threat. But they don't.
You know, we were the first to feature the Plum v. Ricard decision. I just want to add.
And we're not lawyers.
And we're not lawyers. We did it before Tim Pool.
Cut it off! Cut it off! Now! Cut it off! Turn off the car! Cut the car! Cut off! Come out of the car! Come out of the car! Come out! Now!
And they went easy on that guy because they don't want to be the next ICE agent that shot someone in the face. And they risked their lives doing that. This person could have shot them through the car. You can see the fear as the agent is breaking the window. He's kind of breaking it in a way where he's getting ready to duck or dodge a bullet.
You know, you can get really silly with this officer and created jeopardy crap. You can go really far. I remember we were intaking child violator. He was in there for violating a 7-year-old little girl, and he was telling us, "Well, she seduced me. She shouldn't have been wearing that dress. She shouldn't have been wearing those shorts. She seduced me."
Right.
So now it's child created jeopardy, because you can go take this to an extreme. You know, just these people need to stop, but they won't. They never stop.
Let's look at some more social justice warriors.
Okay.
Go ahead. What were you saying? No, go for it.
No. And the minute the ICE officer got out of the car on the Renee Good shooting, he initiated what's called a Terry stop. It's from Terry v. Ohio.
Terry v. Ohio.
And it's called three different stops: felony stop, Terry stop, and I forgot the other one. And one of those components is to do an investigatory detainment, to do an investigation that there might be something going on here, a suspicious behavior, a guy staking out a bank or something. So she rides her car, follows the guys, chases the cops, honks her horn, flashes her lights, and parks perpendicularly to block them. I think there might be some kind of suspicious behavior that needs to be investigated. With Terry stop, you're not free to leave.
Yeah, and let's be honest. The federal agent who fired the shots, his sole duty in that situation was to document everything that was going on, because let's be honest, a lot of people are lying and making stuff up, so they have to document everything. This is another scholar in Minnesota.
What you talking about? They out here harassing us, grabbing us, snatching motherfuckers out here doing dumb shit. Fight back, grab your gun and kill these bro. It's your right as an American.
Grab your gun and delete they ass. So you got stuff like that circulating. These officers have to break a car window not knowing if whether or not they're going to be shot at. That sucks, man. It sucks.
I'm very worried about the midterms, man. If you don't think Minnesota is going to vote overwhelmingly Democrat and elect all of these Jacob Fry, Tim Walz's of the world, of course they're going to vote Democrat overwhelmingly.
All the white liberal women of the world are going to come out in force. All the anchor baby Hispanics are going to come out in force. The only way we're going to win the midterms, there's two ways. They both have to happen. Trump needs to give us a great economy. And the other way, is we have to get out and vote like our lives depend on it.
And
because
they
if
do.
these, and they do, because if these jackals ever get into power, they're going to send Boomer to jail. Not me, because I'll flip sides real quick. Yeah, but
Yeah,
no,
go out and vote, man. Go out and vote.
like your life depends on it, because as Boomer says, it literally does. By the way, please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that alert button. Yeah, man.
Do it now. Do it now.
Do it now. Rioters. So there's a guy named Nick Sorter. And he documents these protests. He's got an account on X. You should check him out. He captured something interesting the other day. Apparently, a bunch of lynch mob maniacs broke into a patrol car, got into the lockbox, stole a rifle, and a bunch of sensitive information.
Almost there.
Oh, wow. Oh my God.
Gun case.
There's the rifle.
FBI rifle.
They're taking all the ammo out of the lockbox.
Here's some bullets.
That's a lawless society. Right there. And you can't sue Jacob Fry for creating a lawless society? That's not what George Washington wanted and Thomas Jefferson wanted. They didn't want that.
Jacob Fry kneels next to George Floyd's casket with his hand on the casket and starts crying like a little bitch.
Like a little bitch.
Like a little bitch. And here we are. Nothing but
He is a little
chaos.
bitch. Strip your freaking governmental immunity. Strip it away. Take it away. Do it yourself. And see how tough you talk. Go.
Can you imagine Jacob Fry being led into jail? That would be awesome.
But you want to take away their immunity? They're getting attacked by the mob while you're in your mayor's mansion?
Yeah.
All surrounded by your police force? Where is Minneapolis PD? Where is it? Under your direction, they're nowhere to be found. That's leadership. But Democrats are going to vote for them in droves. That's the two personality clashes that I've told you. The criminalistic, degenerate Democrat personality and those that control themselves, conservatives. They're fighting all the time until the end of time. We're constantly fighting the Democratic Party, not to destroy the country. It's been an endless war since I was born a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. And the minute the cops said step out of the car to Nicole Brown or Good, whatever her name is, she had to step out of the car. I'm seeing, oh, well, she didn't have to step out. Yes, Pennsylvania v. Mims. You have to step out of the car.
So one last thing before we go, since we're talking about Jacob Fry. Here's Jacob Fry talking about how the residents wish his cops would fight ICE.
And we're in a position right now where we have residents that are asking the very limited number of police officers that we have to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by their neighbors. We cannot.
Look at his face. He's like, I don't know if I want to do that.
He's a dog. He is a bitch with a dog collar on his neck. That cop. He's no cop.
Let's look at his face. Let's look at his face again.
Neighbors. We cannot be at a place right near their neighbors to fight ICE agents on the street, to stand by.
You see his eyebrows go up.
I'm gonna fight.
We cannot be at a place right agents on the street.
Let's watch this again.
To stand
Look,
by.
there he goes. One more time.
We limited number of police officers that we have.
Here it comes.
To fight ICE agents on the street.
What?
To stand by their neighbors. We cannot be
cop,
at a place.
Oh man.
That's a bitch being led by a collar on his hands and knees. That's all he is.
Yeah.
If he was a real cop, he'd smack fucking Jacob Fry in the frack of the head. That's what he'd do. I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight. You go fight. Get out of here. Tell me to go fight.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. You get consent decrees and all these laws, and you just neuter policemen via legislation. You don't need to defund them. Just legislate them out of existence. To strip everything away. Or you can't do that. You can't use your gun. You can't use your hands. And no, you can't. Okay, you just stand there. You don't need to defund them.
Yeah. Yeah. On the contrary, we have the Washington, D.C. police chief that is going the other way.
ICE, HSI are officers. They are agents of law enforcement. If you box them in with vehicles, it is reasonable for them to believe that they are being ambushed and that this could end in a deadly situation. And it's reasonable for them to use force based on those conditions. Do not box in any law enforcement officer. You are breaking the law when you do that. And you are putting yourself in danger.
That right there is a real cop. That right there is true leadership. That right there is strength.
That's common
that
sense.
right there is common sense.
Yeah.
But anyways, look. We're running out of time. What do you got, old man?
No,
you go ahead. No, it's fine.
No, well, I miss the days of. I know people are going to get mad and we're going to get hate mail and all that stuff, but I miss the days of Daryl Gates.
I knew you were going to say that. Yeah, Daryl.
He was tough. He was rough. He was rude. He was crude. He was a no-nonsense guy. He was a cop's cop. He stood by his men wholeheartedly. You didn't tell him what the hell to do. Say what you want. He was abrasive. He was nasty. Whatever you want. We need those guys back.
And why?
Because semblance of them.
Because they got the job done and they kept us safe.
Because he understood reality. He understood he was in the middle of a gang crack wars, and he knew what had to be done, and he did it.
What are you doing? Don't one up me. I said because, and then you come in with the reality. Come on, man. You're taking my thunder. I because he kept us safe, and then you got to come in with the reality. Come on, man. Come on, give me something. You already have the nice. All right, man. All right.
Like and subscribe. Like and subscribe right now. Like an ICE supporter, like a nice chaos guy, a nice rioter.
All right. Stop it.
I don't know what they are.
The little blue pills are getting to your brain. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hit that alert button. Live free or die. Multiply. Replenish the earth. Christ is king. Boomer, any last words? Done. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, shit. I forgot to. Okay. This is new software. Sorry. Long live BVX.